Hello. Okay, we're ready to rock. Thank you so much to everybody for joining us for our virtual open house. We are so excited to get started on these 2 full days of crafting, inspiration, sales, techniques, all kinds of fun stuff that we have planned for you. Thank you to everyone who purchased a virtual open house craft along kit. We can't wait to see all of the cards that you're going to make along with us, the 10 cards over these next 2 days. We have got a lot of crafting to do together. So just to kick us off, this is day 1 of our virtual open house. A little bit of housekeeping. We're going to keep everybody muted. And please feel free. I see lots of cameras turned on. It's so nice to see everyone's smiling faces. So thanks again for joining us. So if you want to share your work as we're going, feel free to hold it up to your camera and share with everyone else and interact. We have the chat feature at the bottom of your screen. Now I have Emily in the producer's booth with me for most of the day today. And she's going to be posting coupon codes and special links and links that'll take you directly to like the huge sales that we have planned for you for the virtual open house. So keep an eye on that chat box. We're going to have lots of stuff in there for you to click on and, you know, talk to one another, chat with each other. Let us know what you think about what the technique we're doing. If you've tried it before, that kind of thing. Interact. This is supposed to be a social event virtually, but let's make it as social as we can and really connect with each other over these next 2 days. So what else? Oh yeah, and let's not forget for everyone watching live and everyone that's registered on our Eventbrite for the virtual open house today and tomorrow. You're entered to win a draw that we'll be doing at the top of every hour. So make sure you're tuned in to hear if your name's going to be called at the top of the hour, probably around, you know, the 50-minute mark of each hour. That's when we'll be doing the draw. So we have so much. We've got gift cards. We have a whole bunch of gift baskets to give away, tons of fun stuff, all kinds of guest speakers. So we're so excited. Now, right off the bat, we're giving you guys a special coupon code. Check the chat box. Special coupon code for 10% off the whole Ecstasy Crafts website. So head to ecstasycrafts.com and use the coupon code that we've sent you in the chat box. Emily's sending that out right now. So you can get 10% off all regular priced items up on the website. So huge score already there. And then as we go through the sessions, we're going to have all kinds of sales. You can check them all out under the sale tab. You will see virtual open house sale. They're all live, so you can peruse through, and it'll be things that we'll be using and featuring in these sessions. We want to give you guys some savings if there's something you're excited about. We're passing the savings on to you, and we want you to get excited about it too with us, and you get to use these things. So for this session, we're going to be doing some parchment piercing. I'm so excited. So we're going to be, if you have the Craft Along virtual open house kit, you will know we'll be making the session 1 card. So we have sent full instructions out to everyone, and the full instructions are up on the website as well. So if you want to follow along with some of those things, you can follow along later, and all of these sessions will be recorded. So don't stress, you'll still be able to catch up if you're not able to join live. Now I'm so thirsty, I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm going to flip us over, and why don't we start taking a look? Oh, if I can find my mouse. We can take a look at our parchment piercing extravaganza. So to kick it off, we have 75% off of our parchment piercing kits and tools and all kinds of fun stuff up on the website. Again, you can check under the virtual open house sale heading And this is, you will recognize this if you purchased our virtual open house kit. This is the kit that we will be doing a little craft along with and using to finish off our lovely pierced parchment card. But first, I wanted to take a look at some of these awesome parchment piercing things. So in these kits, and we have lots of different little kits and designs and all kinds of stuff in this exact kind of set. There's a bunch of different ones. So they come with your little template. It comes with the foam pad for embossing and piercing into. And it also comes with your vellum or your parchment, I suppose. It's a parchment perforating kit. So it comes with that lovely vellum, 2 sheets to practice with. It's an awesome little kit if you just want to dive in and learn how to do this technique. Now it comes with instructions on the back as well. It's really a great little kit for beginners if you want to dip your toe into the parchment piercing. I absolutely love it. I had a lot of fun designing this little card for you all. Now, what I'm going to do is show you a couple little techniques. Now, this pen is really quite cool because it has 3 different tips on it. 3 different tips. So we've got a little wide ball for embossing with. I'm not sure if you can see there. I'll hold it up a little closer. A little wide ball. And so all of the like classic parchment craft tools. A wide ball. There's your piercing needle that comes out of the back, which is really fun. And another little piercing tool, a little bit wider. So tons of options there. So what we can do is, why don't we learn how to do some parchment craft, okay? Now, I'm going to take my template and we can choose any design on here. We can take bits and pieces and different elements from these little guys. So we can choose anything we want. So what I'm going to do is use a little low tack tape. Oops, wherever that may be. Oh, here it is. And we will attach our vellum onto here. So we're going to tape the template down with our low tack tape kind of onto the front of the parchment paper or, the vellum. And then we will place it onto our foam pad. So we're going to start with our piercing. So I'm going to take the tab. So I'm going to use this little corner piece. And we're going to lay it on there in the corner of our vellum. Get it arranged. Okay. And then we're just going to tape it down with a little low tack tape. If you don't have low tack tape, you can a little trick is just some masking tape, some paint tape. Take your paint tape and stick it to your shirt and get a little kind of fuzz onto it. And that just takes away some of the stickiness. So you're not going to rip or damage your paper as you're going. So there's a little tip. Now, why don't we grab our needle? So here's how we put our different little pieces in. We just switch out the tips. So we're going to use whichever needle. If you use the wider one, you get a little bit more like larger pierced holes. If you use the thinner one, you get thinner pierced holes. It's really up to you guys. So we will design our little parchment piece. So now I'm just going to go through each little hole and just pierce. Let me hold it up to the camera and show you. We're just going to pierce through each of the little holes in here. And we pierce into that foam. So it's really a great tool. So we just go along and pierce out each hole in whatever little design you want. There we go, pierce all along. Beautiful. And then I'm going to go up to these swirls. So it's just going to frame our corner. I'll show you there on the finished piece. It's just nestled right in that corner. And you can do so many different designs. The templates, again, are in the sale category for the virtual open house. They are all 75% off. So we have ones that you can emboss. It's like you color in these little pieces with your little embossing tip. You can do with all those stencils. Here we have some pre-printed parchment sheets with all kinds of really pretty designs for you to trace and emboss and poke out. So it's a little different way, so you don't need the metal stencil. Just poke, poke, poke all along. There we go. Okay, so now I have that corner piece done. But what I'm going to do is take my card, flip it over, and I will switch and do a little embossed technique. Oops. Get my ball out to do some embossing work. My little ball tip. I guess we're using them. We can just leave them all out. We're using all the pieces. I don't have to keep it so tidy. So here, put our lid back on. There we go. Oop. I just love how it all stores together. So you're not going to lose all of your little tips and it's all in one. So now we're going to emboss and just color in with our round tip. We're just going to color in this little piece of the template, and that's going to raise it up on the other side. Just lightly color that. We don't want to rip through, but it gives it a really nice embossed look, which is so cute. So from here, we can add color if we wish. We can, to bring it to life, we can color it in, we can stamp onto this, we can really do anything. So what I'm going to do is continue on and do our next corner. So line up my little corner design there. I love it. They all have different looks. So if you want to check out the full selection of all of the parchment piercing and perforating kits that we've got, I'll have Emily post the sale link into the chat box so you guys can head on over there and check it out. It is really so much fun and just like a really elegant technique. So I've just switched corners and I'm going to just continue piercing out my little design. Easy as that, guys, and it just looks so gorgeous. There we go. Here's each hole. This one I'm using the wider piercing needle. So we have the skinny mini one, we have a little bit wider needle, and then we have our embossing tip. So I'll show you here once we get it poked through the difference. So you could do, go every other dot with the skinny needle and then every alternating dot with the thicker needle if you wanted to give a little bit of variation. The possibilities are endless. You can even draw your own templates. You don't have to stick with a template from a kit. you can do whatever your heart desires. Okay. Switch back to my embossing little head. Flip my paper over, and then I'm just going to emboss. So you can see we have these nice clean holes on the front. Nice little piercings. And then the raised embossed bits, which are just so pretty, so subtle. I absolutely love this technique. So you can see all of the different kits. They have so many different elements. So we'll continue on. Let's just get our corners finished here. So line up our next one. There we go. And I do like using, do you see the difference between the thicker hole and the thinner? It's just a lot more delicate with the fine needle. And then for patterns that you kind of want to emphasize, you can use the thicker needle. I love the variation. So we have all kinds of parchment piercing tools. Don't forget, if there's something that you don't see in the sale category, use that coupon in the chat box and you still get 10% off. We're really bringing you the deals to celebrate this virtual open house. And this, well, I guess we're into the summer now, aren't we? I was going to say the spring open house, but we just switched over to summer. So we're moving. Okay, so there was my embossing tip. Now I'll go back to the fine tip, alternate corners kind of thing. But you can steal any little pattern you want from this whole template, even the edges. I'll show you once we get our corners done, I'll show you how you can even use just a straight edge with this technique to really make something beautiful. Here we go, poking through. There. Grabbing each hole. Go to our next one. Line it up again. Wherever we want it. I'm just doing the corners, but you do you. Is that perfect? I think it wiggled on me a bit. That's what I love about the low tack tape. You can just rearrange it. Nothing too serious. How's everybody doing? All right, if you're crafting along with us with your virtual open house kit, let us know. What do you think about the parchment? About the piercing. I love it. I love the little look of the embossing tool. And for anybody who's watching, this is only one of the elements from our virtual open house kit. For anyone who's watching who hasn't already purchased theirs, we do still have a few kits left. They're up on the website, virtual open house kit. Grab them. You can make all of the 10 cards that we're going to be making over the next 2 days. Again, all of these sessions are going to be recorded and they'll be up on our YouTube channel as soon as we can get them up there. Emily's going to be working all weekend to get them up so that you guys can, go back and rewatch and think, oh, hey, there was this one thing that I really loved that I want to remember. You can go back and watch it. Okay, so now we flip it over and we do our little embossed bit. So on the back of our card, we can feel all of those little like braille, almost all those little raised bumps. And then on the front, it'll be smooth dots, smooth perforated dots, and then our raised embossing effect, which is just lovely. So we can always add in some color if we wanted to those embossed bits here. Let me just grab, I've got, what color should we do? Maybe a little pink might be nice. Let me just grab my markers and I'll show you that we can add color even to the raised, to our embossed bits. I want number 29. Here's a nice pink for this. Nice pink. This one will do the trick, I think. Let's see. Oh yeah, perfect. So just with a marker, we can just color our embossed piece on the back side, and it'll just subtly show through for anything that we want to do. Any color we want. Darker colors are going to work best so that you can actually see. You know, these are just our Prism brush markers. I love these sets, by the way, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. So we can color in, and the darker color shows through on our card in a really lovely, subtle way. Just very nice and soft. So now we've got our little corner elements done with the same kit. I'm just going to take our straight edge here, and I'm going to connect our 4 corner elements to create a frame. So these, like, you can let your imagination run wild with these templates, guys. And have fun to make any creation you want. So we're just lining it up with our corner elements. You can see I'm joining the bottom of those elements here with the side of our template. Tack it down. Now I'm going to take my embossing tool. Oops, I've got it on the wrong side. We want to emboss it so that the raised embossing is on the front. So when we're working on embossing, we want to feel all of those little rough piercing marks. And then I'm just going to take right along the straight edge and connect those two. So what we end up with is a nice little line connecting our corner elements. Now, again, you can use the low tack tape if you want. It's with a straight line, it's fairly simple to just do it across. We're just joining them. No big deal. Just joining our corner elements, going across. There we go. Lovely. Again, just rotating as we go and creating a nice little frame that we can then add more pierced and embossed elements to the inside if we want. We can stamp into it if we want. We could add anything to the center of our little frame. There we go. Now we could use even a straight line or the, what one is that? Hexagon, octagon in the center. We could do a little butterfly. Why don't we do that? Let's do the little butterfly from the center. This is the set from the virtual open house. If you wanted to grab just this set, it is PS135 to grab this exact set if you don't already have your virtual open house kit. Why don't we put a little butterfly on here? So what I'm going to do, just in the corner, I'm going to tack it down. And I'm going to perforate with my pen my butterfly. Ooh, make sure you've got it on the right side. I always double check. So if we're perforating, we want the smooth side of our perforations on the top. Here we go. Just poking through those little dots on our butterfly. Down the center bit. There we go. Make sure you get his little antenna. Perfect. You can even do some of the embellishments if we wanted on the edge of the wings. And the further in you go with your perforating needle, the larger the holes will be. So you can really control the size just with that as well. The size of your holes. You can have the really delicate by just poking through there, or go quite deep all the way down your needle, because you'll see it kind of tapers there. So now we've got the one side of our butterfly done. We'll just flip our template over, line up our dots in the center there. And that's why we have, I don't know if you guys noticed, the other side is just clear cut so that we can see our dots on this side, our perforations on this side. Once we flip our template, we can see them so that we know it's lined up perfectly, and our wings are going to match. And we'll just go do our little antenna and perforate the outline of our little butterfly wings. There we go. How cute is that little butterfly? Let's see, maybe you can see it better on the dark. How cute. In person, the texture is just lovely. Very nice. So let us know in the chat what you think about parchment piercing. Now I think we shall finish off our card. So if you guys had the craft along kit, you will have already built your base. It should look something like this for your card. Now you can have it open any way you want, really. The top, I think I had mine open this way. Oh no, I opened from the side. I'm going opening from the top this time. Now, if you're going to be attaching your parchment, I highly recommend using sticky specs, because it's you know, a transparent background. We don't want to see a string of glue across. We don't want to see any of that kind of stuff. The sticky specs work beautifully. So if you have our virtual open house kit, you have a sheet of sticky specs in there. What we're going to do is just pick some of those sticky specs up. So we're going to peel off that clear sheet. Peel off our clear sheet. And just pick up some of the sticky specs, making sure we have our embossed pieces facing up and our rough parchment facing down. That's the back of it. So we're just going to pick it up and get a little sticky on each corner. That's all it's going to take to tack this parchment down onto our card. And you'll see you do not see the sticky specs through the parchment. So it's just perfect. It's just perfect. There we go. Center that up as best as we can. And how great is that? A little subtle detail onto our parchment piercing. So cute. Okay, now to add a little bit more interest, why don't we grab our watercolor series from My Favorite Crafting Book, and we can pick some elements to add in. Now on here, on our sample card, we've made it so that it can, our little tag can slide in and out. Ah, there we are. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what the heck happened. Okay, so we're back. We're decorating with our My Favorite Crafting Book, just some different die cut elements. This is a wonderful book. We're gonna dive into this collection in a series in day 2, or in a session in day 2. So stay tuned for that one. There's so much fun stuff in these My Favorite Crafting books. We've got them on sale as well, just a heads up. So what I'm going to do is grab one of these little birdhouses, and it's just framed perfectly. This is the one from the first page on here. And they're die cut, so just carefully along the perforated marks. We're just gonna pull our little birdhouse out. And then with some foam pads in the virtual open house kit, we're going to add him on the corner. Now I chose this one because I just like the way it frames. It just sits nicely in that corner. So when we attach the foam pads, we want to keep in mind that we're going to have a tag. We're going to use a tag from the back. So we don't want to have the foam pads lined up anywhere to get in the way of that tag. So if we pull out one of our tags and line it up so we can kind of see where we want to slide it in. We're going to slide it in from the top. So on the back, we know we want to run our little foam pads just along the side so that we're holding our little birdhouse on, but we're also creating a little bit of a pocket to slide that tag into, which can be kind of cute. So there, our tag will fit just like that. Now we'll pull the backing off. Pull the backing off of our little foam pads. Stick our birdhouse on there. Oops, straight, if you can manage it. There we go. Then we'll put our little tag in. And then we will find just a little butterfly or a little something if you want, so that our tag can slide. We want something to hold it on this side. So we're just going to grab a little butterfly. I will go with this little pink guy. There we go. And just stick them on there. You want a little bit of wiggle room in there so it's not too tight. But just like that, matches our little perforated butterfly. And there we have it, a perfect little sliding tag. We could toss a sentiment on there, a sticker, whatever we want. Actually, why don't we put a sticker on there? I'm going to grab my sticker folder, which, by the way, absolutely love. I've just started filling this up with some of my favorite stickers. We have such a huge variety of stickers, guys. If you don't have a sticker stash, I highly recommend it. It's just an easy way to toss on a little bling or a little sentiment. Why don't we toss on a get well soon sentiment onto our card? Why not? You could toss it into the inside, on the outside. I think I will go get well soon on the inside. Oh, and we've got our sticker folder on sale. We've put it up in the virtual open house sale category, 25% off, guys. So if you do have that sticker stash, get organized, get yourself a sticker folder. I'm loving it. Get little gold. We have gold, silver, black, green, red. Perfect for adding a little bling or just a little something to your card to finish it off. We have such a huge variety of stickers, which are all 10% off right now with that coupon code. I also really love the white stickers. So especially when you're working with vellum, a really lovely, cute little look. We can toss a little sticker down the side. We can jazz it up a little bit. Why don't we trim it the size that we need? These border stickers, we have sentiment stickers, all kinds of fun stuff. So I'll just stick that in between our corner elements. A little long there. Here we go. I'll do it on each side in between our corner elements. Just jazzes it up a bit. So we've got all different kinds of elements on there. Beautiful. This is a clear glitter and gold sticker. Little flower border goes perfectly. There. Stick my excess back on my sticker sheet. And you could cut each individual flower out of this as well. It's just a cute little set. Stick that back in my folder. Keep it organized for next time. And there we have it. A very cute little parchment perforated card. I hope you guys enjoyed learning that technique. If you're crafting along with us, be sure to share your little card creation with us on our Facebook group. Tag us, use the hashtag on Instagram, Ecstasy Crafts. We'd love to see your little work and what you've done with it and how you make the card your own, or if you copy us exactly, but we love to see the work. Okay, so there's our little parchment perforated cards. Don't forget 75% off all kinds of parchment tools up on ecstasycrafts.com, plus 10% off all of our regular priced items. That includes the Prism brush markers, that includes our stickers, plus the 25% off the sticker folder, all kinds of fun stuff. And we're going to keep the sales coming at you as we continue on throughout the next 2 days. So let me flip us over so I can see your faces again. Hello. Now, as promised, it is just about 11:50. We are going to do our first draw for our a $25 gift card to Ecstasy Crafts. So we've got a very lucky winner. Can I get a drum roll, please? He's a winner, Anita Mills. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Make sure to shoot us a Facebook message so that we can get your contact info and get you that gift card. Don't forget, guys, we're going to be doing a draw at the end of every hour, Can't wait. Next up, we've got Rosemary Kerr from Frogs Whiskers Inc. joining us. She's going to be making some gorgeous cards and showing off her latest collection from Frogs Whiskers Inc. We cannot wait. We're going to have a quick coffee break, and we will be back at 12 to see Rosemary Kerr's demonstration. And we will see you shortly, guys. Happy crafting. Oh, and we've got the gift basket giveaway at the end of the next session too. So definitely tune in for that. You want to be watching live so that you have a chance to win. Cannot wait. Thanks so much for the first session. We'll see you soon.